Guys, there we are. Took a minute. I know it's school night, but here, see who's all up. Been a long day on a roof, so still can't sleep, even after being on a roof all day. Ty, how we doing, bud? Always one of the first ones to jump in here. How's your night going, buddy? Don, what's up, bud? Dad, of course you're up. Myron, hi. Pest Hunter. Jason. How's everybody doing tonight? It's too hot. Nice, Anthony. It's going, Don. I always think I'm going to get more done in a day than I do, but that afternoon heat kicks up, and man, I can't be up there for 3 hours at a time. We got to take a break every hour, hour and a half. Makes for a long day, so. Oh, nice, Pet Center. That's a good deal. Nice, Ty. Nice. 12 by 16. That's awesome, Jason. That's awesome, buddy. So something I wanted to bring up tonight, kind of a challenge for my followers. Something to think about. If anybody or everybody has 10 spare dollars, I want to encourage, and the link is in the description of this chat, I want to encourage everybody to join the Iowa Trapper Association, and you can put a message in there when you join and say Iowa Trapper sent me. $10 for a year membership, if anybody's willing to do it. I kind of want to prove to some people the power of social media. Some of these people that don't like change, there's a lot of people that, in our association that doesn't think there's a lot of power in the social media aspect. So I want to encourage anybody that if you got 10 spare dollars to join the Iowa Trapper Association, so I can kind of show that these types of things have a huge outreach. Hey, Molly, how we doing? It's just, yeah, a lot of people don't realize the different people and how broad that the social media can impact. So I'd encourage anybody that's wanting, it's $10 for a year. That's pretty cheap, but just kind of cool to show that this type of stuff can really put an impact. So I'm doing good, Ty. I'm doing good. I'm shot though today. I mean, I've still got blackjack all over my hand and everything else. So my buddy helping me had it all the way down his arm. He laid in it, and it was all down his arm. So my daughter's scared because she thinks that it's not going to come off ever. I told her it won't ever come off, and forgot to tell her that I was joking before she went to bed. So she might be kind of scared tomorrow too. Oh, cool, Anthony. Awesome. Thank you. Just a long day. Should be in bed, but still can't sleep. I'm definitely a night owl. Mornings are terrible for me. Alaska Wooden Spoon guy, how we doing? That's probably what, a 3,500-mile drive? You pay for my fuel and get me the time off work, I'll gladly come. Dawn, with a magazine is $30 with publication. So it's $10 without publication, $30 with publication, and lifetimes are $200 with no publication and $1,000 with publication. So Um, it was kind of cool at that trapping event that I helped with last Saturday. They gained 12 more members and a lifetime member. So I thought that was pretty cool. It comes with a moose hunt. Oh, man. Oh, man, you're going to get me divorced. She's asleep, so it's okay. That would be phenomenal. My best friend from Alaska, he was actually down here this week. We graduated together, and he went up there for the military. So he was actually down for the weekend, so I got to see him for a little bit. But no, that'd be an awesome thing. Yeah, Don, absolutely. I'm trying to encourage people that, uh, there's a lot of power in this. I hope people start kind of really harnessing this type of platform to promote things. We all know that there's some bad things on the internet, but there's also really, really great potential on here too. Anthony, it was too late for him. We were going to do a live together tonight, but my wife had a really, really bad day at work, and yeah, I wasn't even going to attempt to head out to the shop with her dealing with that. So I told him we'll do it some other time. He said he wanted to be back to school by 11, which that's going to be tough to do anyway. So we'll figure it out, though. We'll get it worked out. Don, yes, it is the Trapper's Post. Seems like that's what a lot of state associations have, is the Trapper's Post. No, Anthony, he doesn't have school tomorrow, though, so he's off. No school Tuesday and Thursday. Yeah, Tuesday and Thursday. I should see if he wants to do a live Wednesday, because wife and kids aren't here, so I could actually start earlier. Hey, Gavin. How you doing, bud? It still got hot today. It's not like last week, and next week's going to be terrible, too. Sounds like our Iowa convention's going to be really, really warm. Really warm. Talking like 90 plus degrees, and I am not looking forward to that. I am not looking forward to that at all. I know Next Gen's going to go out and do some scouting tomorrow, so that'll be pretty cool. Hey, don't tread on me. How we doing, bud? It's good to see you on Saturday. I think it was Saturday, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Saturday. All my days blur together anymore. It's like there's no end to any of them. I'm doing good, Gavin. Tired, can't sleep, long day, sore, back hurts, hips hurt. That's just tough. Good, don't try me. Yeah, it was fun. That was a good class. Hopefully you and your boy came out of there with a little better insight of you know, how to catch some of those animals. This dang shop cat that I've inherited wants to jump up on the table. No. You're gonna do it anyway, aren't you? You're gonna do it anyway. Yep. Yep, I knew it. Dan, how we doing, bud? Oh, it went by fast for me, Anthony. I was hoping to get almost half this roof done, and we didn't. We barely broke a quarter, so. Yeah, Pest Hunter. He's a friendly little thing. Just kind of showed up one day, so. Whatever. He's staying in my shop. He doesn't leave here very often. All the other cats hate him. Really? You're gonna do it again? Alright, whatever. Alright, you're off the table. The cat inherited me. Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. Yeah, Ty, I don't know. That's real friendly. Just randomly showed up. Normally little suckers are skittish, but no, we got a big. My wife has a big Oh, Labor Day party coming over on Saturday. So we're in kind of crunch mode to get the house cleaned up and the yard cleaned up. And I really want to get those new 220s laid out in the yard, kind of start getting them rusty so I can get them dyed, but not going to happen this weekend. Oh, no, you're good. Don't tread on me. Sorry, man, I was roofing today and, um, I'd get a chance to look at them and then get sidetracked or trying to not die of dehydration, and it just got long. Long day. No, I didn't, Anthony. I didn't see that one. Was that your dad in some of the pictures I seen, though? I'm curious. Don't tread on me. I think you joined the ITA while you're at that class, didn't you? You and your boy, or just you or your boy, one or the other? Okay, Anthony. I gotcha. Cool, man. I appreciate it. I'm trying to actually push that a little bit to show some of these people that, some of those old school trappers that still hate internet and social media. I'm trying to encourage people to join and just tell them that Iowa Trapper sent them. There's actually a note you can leave if you join in the description in this live. Just be kind of interesting to show some of these people that the power of social media. A lot of people, I think, they see the bad in it and they don't want to kind of harness it themselves. So. Don, it's empty. Oh, cool. Don't try to me. That's awesome. Yeah, don't try to me. They got 12 members and a lifetime membership at that class. So, and it kind of encourages people and shows, there's a lot of people that are starting to kind of understand the world is changing. It's not just you send out a flyer anymore. Um, and I'm trying to really push that a little bit. I appreciate it, Don. No, hopefully there's going to be a lot more of those classes too, like I had down in Knoxville. Um, I'm going to work with NextGen on a few things, Delta Waterfowl for support, and hopefully we're going to really, really build some good classes next year. I was hoping to this year, just time gets away from me and just makes it rough. Don, I appreciate your support, man, and that just shows them, that we all got to evolve. It's tough sometimes. I struggle with it a lot too, but you got to keep moving forward. I think when people saw that 12 members signed up at that class, because a lot of people don't even want to talk about trapping. They still want to kind of bottle up, and we're not going to tell them our strategies. And, those days are over. Those days of the 70s and 80s of everything's a secret are over. Don't tread on me. That's actually something we're working on, coming up with a little more advanced classes. It's in the works. It's not going to be this year if it happens, but it's definitely going to be something in the works. We just got to figure things out. Uh, it's just going to take a little bit. Oh yeah, Flintlock. My wife's does too. My wife's 17 a clip or escape. She can start it from her phone. I appreciate it, Don. I really do, buddy. It means a lot to me, honestly. There's chapters all over the state, Don. This chapter's out of Winterset, called Cupped In Committed. They will actually be at the Iowa Trapper Association with a booth. I encourage all of you guys to join their association too. Joining these associations is not just $10 or $20 or $30, but when you get people that are against what you do, such as us with trappers with ANIs, when they see what they're up against based on the numbers of the other organization, that's power. If you have 500 people, you're not very powerful. You have 5,000 people, they think twice before messing with you a little bit. So um, I think that's a huge thing. Trapper Bob, how we doing, bud? Okay, don't try to make a good question. So when they get rusty, that rust, I'm not sure on the scientific part of it, but that rust creates kind of like pores, if you will, on the steel, light pores, and it'll take that die so much better. Um, Actually, I've got one of those new 220s right here. As shiny as this is, that will not take that die at all. So I will get it rusty. Just throw it out. I throw it outside for a while. You can do, um, you know, Dawn dishwashing soap and hot water. People use it in the dishwasher too, which I wouldn't recommend. My wife would kill me. Vinegar. There's all kinds of things. I think Dan posted something on here. Possibility. But get them a little slightly rust. A little bit of rust, and man, that die will stick to these suckers phenomenal. Otherwise, you could literally like take your fingernail and it'll come off just like a cheap paint job. Absolutely, Don. Absolutely. And that's kind of, like I said, Don, I'm trying to encourage people, if anyone has $10 to spare, join the Iowa Trapper Association. I got the link in the description. Uh, and you can put a note with that. And I would encourage you to say either Justin sent you or Iowa Trapper sent you, whatever you want to do, just to show that there's serious power here, guys. And all trapping organizations, as well as any outdoor organization, should capitalize on this. And I see a lot of them doing it, but there's still a lot that needs to be done, I think. So, matter of fact, I brought up today the possibility of doing an online YouTube auction, which I've talked about before. But let's just say somebody spends $300 at this auction. If this is proceeds, say it's going for the Iowa Trapper Association. If it's $300, you take 200 of that dollars and make the winning bidder a lifetime member. If they spend $50, maybe you give them a 3-year membership or a yearly with subscription. Things like that. Myron, probably about 2.5 hours, I'm guessing. Don't tread on me. No, they are good to go. They are powder coated. Don't tread on me, so you're good to go with them. And the other ones, for what you're doing, ideally you want them dyed, but it's not necessarily you need to. That 1.5, throw it in some water. You make a water set with it this year, it'll still catch fur. I promise you that. That number 2, if you're going after canines, they got a little more work to do. They need to be degreased, dyed, or at least waxed in some method to. I guess you don't have to. I mean, everybody has different opinions on it. I've seen guys take that exact trap out of the box and catch a coyote the next day. So, it's just crazy. Dixie, leave the cat alone. Oh, cool, Myron. Try not to, Ty. There comes with a lot of pressure, that's for sure. From what town, Pops? Oh, probably back from where you're at, yeah. Gavin, I use A&J skinning machines. He's got a pretty good setup. Don, I would be on board with that 100%. What kind of anchors? Don't try to mean. Do you have a? Yeah, down where you're at, pops. Yeah, I get it. You got to get a driver for most of them. Triple D, how we doing? Dixie, leave the cat alone. I know we are going to have other organizations at the Iowa Trapper Convention, including the Bow Hunter Association. I want to say Wild Turkey and something else is going to be there too. So, yeah, make it a good. Yes, I yawned. That's a good sign. We're halfway there. Make it a good experience for them, and maybe they'll start supporting us a little more too. Ty, I tell you what, I can't even say that I really do, but where I'm at right now, you get so much hate from so many people, from antis, from other outdoors people, even other trappers, and it took me a while, and it still bugs me when I get hate stuff, but you just kind of have to just learn to accept it and move forward. I am trying to tunnel vision myself forward and not getting caught in the side drama and BS that goes all around us. Um, it is what it is, man. Oh, you got the Berkshires? Okay, okay. Yeah, they got their own driver too, so there you go, Dan. Absolutely. Oh, cool. Don't try me. Yeah, you're covered then. No, Ty, it rotates. This year it's Northeast Iowa is what they're calling it, which I think it's more North Central. Last year it was Southeast Iowa, and then 2024 will be Southwest Iowa, down in Osceola, I believe. Yeah, Don, and that's kind of what I'm doing. I am someone that takes a lot of that stuff personally. Probably my biggest weakness is especially hearing some of these big names and hearing the things they say about me. But it is what it is. I'm learning and doing better of getting past it. Uh, it's not easy to do for me. That's probably definitely my biggest weakness is when you hear someone that you looked up to for years, talking down to you to other people. But it is what it is. I guess if you get enough haters and enough people that say bad things about you, it probably means you're onto something. It means you're doing something well. So it is what it is. Especially this last week, it's been a lot of that. So just got to keep pushing forward. See what happens. I think this class was an eye opener to a lot of those haters of the power of what can be done on social media. I really do. That class that we held was somewhere between 48 and 52 people, 12 new memberships, a lifetime membership. You can't go wrong. I mean, there's no one losing in that. I mean, that's perfect. It's just called a skinning machine, Gavin. I don't know what else to say. Oh yeah, Dan, but it's not on here. It's in the real world, so. Oh yeah, don't tread on me. Yeah, if I had the time, I would. Um, well, for me, it's probably closer to 3.5 hours then, if that was your drive there. Yeah, that's the problem though, Dawn, is like they shouldn't be. Many of them have done that, more some, so. But it is what it is. I guess, who was it that told me? The better you're doing, the haters will come first. And the more hate you'll get, which, whatever. I don't know. It sucks. It sucks a lot, but you just got to move forward with it. We're going to do more of these classes, and we're going to cover more of the state next year. We're going to promote trapping the best that we can, and whatever happens, happens. I've kind of taken that as my I don't know, personal goal, if you will, kind of like my little sub career, I guess, is educating people on trapping. Of those 52 people, 48, 52, whatever it was, maybe only get 5 or 6 of those kids that actually trap, but I'll tell you what, everybody there knows why we trap, and that's what's important. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it. Thanks, Don. I'm trying to, and I'm starting to turn the heads of a few more people that are starting to see the importance of this, and that's kind of what I want to keep this momentum going. Is let's talk about this a little bit more. Let's show what social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, the good things coming. I thought it was kind of a secret thing coming on, but I am working on starting an Iowa Trappers Association YouTube channel. I got a few other people working with me on that, and we're gonna hopefully present that whole concept at the up in Osage. So, um, that's a whole new ball game, a whole new channel to work on. But I really think there's great possibilities of reaching out to people with it, and sharing some good education. You're right, Myron. 100% right. That's the problem, though. I think, in my opinion, there's still a lot of people that have those egos, not just in the outdoor world, but trapping too. We're kind of our own worst enemy sometimes. I appreciate it. Don't tread on me. It means a lot, buddy. Yeah, I get it, Anthony. I get it. Yeah, Don, and that's the thing. I'm so glad, especially for someone like you, to support this channel, because you saw what it was like. You saw the cutthroat lifestyle that it was in trapping, and you saw the times when no one talked about it, and you're secretive and you hid everything you did. And I'm assuming, especially since you're here now, you've seen how things have evolved and how different things are. Um, you know, whether it was a privilege or not, I never got to see those times. I kind of love to see the fur prices, but I don't think I'll hold a candle to most of those guys trapping, because I mean, they knew all the secrets, ins and outs, and but it's just, we've got to get all those people to kind of evolve, and that's easier said than done. So, Ruger, how we doing, buddy? Yep, you're famous now, Black Cat, or what my wife named. No, not my wife. My daughter named him 20 was the name. This cat's name was 20. All right, time to get down. You cannot break another Joe's Crap Shack glass. Yeah, Don, exactly. And you knew what it was. Ruger, so I have a favor task of you. I almost feel like you kind of owe me a favor. I would encourage you, or anybody else in here, to get the link in the description here, to join the Iowa Trappers Association, and post that Justin Deaver or Iowa Trapper sent you. Because I'm trying to show some of these people how social media can be a positive impact on trappers. So if anybody in here likes what I do, Next Gen does, any of that jazz, $10 for non-publication. And I'll tell you what, if me and my family go out to eat at dinner, it's $50. So hopefully someone can spare $10 and support it. Yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of that right now, because I'm really trying to prove a point to a lot of people of how positive of an influence this could be. Yeah, Dan, exactly. You were in those days too. You were in those days. Gavin, it's not off the ground yet. I'm still working on the first few videos for it. Dad, you got to leave here and go to the description. Damn cat. Thanks, Ruger. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, Don't Tread on Me signed at the Iowa, that class down in Knoxville. It was awesome. We had a lot of support there, and that's kind of really got me motivated for this. Ooh, Anthony, yeah, that's tough. Mahler, how we doing, bud? You see that post on ITT today? By chance? Trapper Bob, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, Ruger, I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up. The link's right there in the description. Should be able to click on it easy enough. But I really do appreciate support. No, I kind of want to show people what we can do. Show the power of social media and how we can reach other people. So Mahler, this is something I'm thinking of to recruit memberships for the ITA. You know, we have the Iowa Trapper Association auction. We have the FBU banquet. And I started thinking, why don't we do an auction in between those, you know, maybe in June and one in January or December, an online auction, and with all the donations of products or whatnot, if you spend $200, you get a lifetime membership to the ITA included in whatever you bought. If you spend $50, you get a year's membership as well. Just things like that. You know, that way we build our membership. People are still winning things. I think it'd be pretty awesome. I'll send you a picture of it tomorrow, Dad. Thanks, Don. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like, and that's why I want to do this auction, kind of like I was talking to Mahler. You do this auction, we're not just reaching the small crowd that's sitting here in a room. You're reaching people across the nation. You know, like that benefit auction that we had here a couple weeks ago that some guys were awesome helping with. That really encouraged me to. Dan, you didn't have to do that, buddy. You and Judith are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Don't tread on me. That means a lot, man. That means a lot. Uh, it's pretty cool, and that's kind of what I want to, you know, show to these people that if you start promoting and do good things, people will come. You gotta get your privilege back. You know, so why not host something like this, like an auction? You know, gain lifetime members, gain regular members. I don't know. I'm just experimenting and snowballing ideas, but I think it'd be pretty good. There could be a lot of very helpful information out there. Could be really good. So, all of you that are joining, I appreciate it. I really do. I think we're sitting right at about 1,200 members here in Iowa. I think we could really push that envelope pretty good. Yeah, Ruger, why isn't it? Did you do something last time? Oh, thanks, Anthony. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know. Don't tread on me. I was hoping to do a live with Next Gen tonight, but my wife had a really, really bad day at work, and she was stressed out. And I said, yeah, we'll just do this some other time. Now that she went to bed, here I am. Trapper Bob. No, but I'll tell you what. I don't know how to do it from my phone. Dan, is there any way you can copy that link in the description? I know, Ruger, you're struggling too. Yeah, right, Ruger. No, I wish I could share that link out, but it will not let me text on my phone. So, no, there you go. Thanks, Pops. I appreciate it. The link in my description, Dan, how to join the Iowa Trapper Association. The link is in the description of this live. There you go. Ruger got it. Yes, literally, you can click on that, Ruger, and it takes you right to it. So anybody in here, if they want to join, click that. There's a little spot where you can put notes or something, and just say, I sent you over there. That'd mean the world to me. I'm going to reach out to our secretary, and I'm going to tell her tomorrow, you keep track of this. I want to know this come convention. All the support is awesome. Very well appreciated. And, you know, it's awesome. We just got to get more and more of this going. Thank you so much, Rigger. Seriously, man, I appreciate it. If we can, you know, we got to show the power of what the new world can do. This isn't just such a bad thing. And a lot of people look at this, you know, they see the negative of social media, which there is plenty of. I cannot deny that. But it can be huge too. As somebody told me today, you know, the world is changing and this train is coming through. You can either stand in its way and get ran over, or you can jump on board and steer it in the direction you want it to. Because that's the truth. You know, it's taking over, whether we like it or not. Oh, you're good, Dan. You're good. No problem at all, buddy. I appreciate the super chat, bud. I'm still blown away by your coon compared to mine. That's so cool. That is such a neat comparison. Now I just got to get something north of me and compare it to mine to see what it looks like. Oh, I got red today. Especially on my side fat from roofing. Yeah, don't try to meet on the paper one. They don't. On that actual website that you can click on, it does have it on there. It's like notes or like, is this gifted to somebody else or something like that. There's a little category you can put notes or write something in there. So I might do that over the next couple weeks. You know, really push this and see at Osage how many people join just because of me. Or I'm going to try and recruit other Iowa trapping YouTubers and see what they can do too. So. Oh, really, Dan? That's awesome. Ruger, I think you have to go pretty far south. They got them up in Canada, just not big numbers. Yeah, Flintlock, you're probably right. You're probably right, buddy. It's up their ways. It is up their ways. But they have other stuff up there. That'd be really fun to trap. Yeah, it's crazy, Dan. Did anybody else catch Montana Wolf Trappers premiere on Mountain Men last Thursday? That was pretty cool. That was pretty awesome. Pretty neat to see an actual, you know, someone we know that's a real trapper being aired on there. That was pretty amazing. Then he went live. Well, he did. I thought he shared the video that was viewed, and I didn't know he was actually live on it for some reason. It didn't have the little red circle, so I missed the whole chat afterwards. Oh yeah, Dan, I agree, 100%, 100%. That was pretty neat. That was pretty cool. Now that type of stuff can really be a game changer. Past Hunter, there's raccoons everywhere. Just absolutely everywhere. I mean, there's all kinds of them dead on the road every day I go to work. Every day I go to work. Oh, thanks, Gavin. Really, Ty? There should have been one. Coyote Stalker, how we doing, bud? Damn. Oh, down in Knoxville, yeah. Don't shout at me. I get it. Yeah, there's a lot dead down there too. Yeah, it's too bad, Pest Hunter. Huh. That's interesting, Ty. Should have been one. Yeah, Anthony, I'm sure you got a few raccoons out there. Nice, Coyote Stalker. Yeah, their suckers are everywhere, man. Around here they are. Oh, no problem, Ty. I still appreciate you joining, bud. I really do. I really do. I bet he was. I bet he was. Yeah, those the landowners really want them gone. Well, hey, get down. Get down. No? Okay, you're not scared of that. All right, you do your thing, bud. Really, Ty, it means a lot. I really want to see, I want to show these guys what we can do. I think there's a lot of potential here, really. Um, I'm excited for it. I'm really, really excited for it. We're gonna promote this probably the next 2 weeks. I do lives. See how many memberships we can get through lives and just talking about it. Just to kind of show people that this can be a phenomenal, road to go down to promote what we're doing. It's a lot of possums. No, don't tread on me. So actually, a few of those furs that were on the table, I actually had tanned for a buddy of mine. I tan a lot of fur for a lot of people. So I basically finish fur or skin it for a bunch of people, and they'll come up to me and say, "Hey, I want this tanned." I'll skin it, flush it, and then it all goes up to the tannery with my stuff. Those orange tags, I think there was yellow, there was actually green, and a couple others are how I identify whose furs is whose when it comes back. So that orange fur, I think the mink had it too, the badger, and something else that was there. Those aren't actually my furs. So yeah, Ty, you're pretty much right. Pretty much right there. Yeah, Ruger, exactly. Oh, Anthony, you're trust me, you're preaching to the choir here, buddy. We've got possums like crazy. It's ridiculous here. There's times where I'll hit. I think my best possum day ever was like 30 something. It's ridiculous. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, Cow Stalker. Um, I know Next Gen uses that a lot, and I got a couple ideas I'm going to experiment with this year and try to spice up mine a little bit more. Just still keeping the cost down is the big thing. But yeah, I agree. That was a weasel. Don't tread on me. Normally they're in northern Iowa, kind of up here close to me, but farther north is even better. But down in southern Iowa, they're pretty rare. Pest hunter, that'd be cool. The thing I'd like to get into is more like lynx, marten, fisher, that type of stuff. Would be cool. Wolf, Dan, that would be awesome. You think they're ever going to go for it at all? I've got to get the shop cleaned up. Nice, Ty. Yeah, that's not. I need something cheaper than that, Anthony, because I'd go through that stuff. I mean, I'd spend $500 a week in bait and lure. So I need something that's going to cost me, I need 50 pounds of it for less than $50. I need, I'm going to come up with something that's very, very economical. That's cool. That's cool, Ruger. That's awesome. I think I've heard people talking about that here in Iowa, too. Maybe I'm wrong. I know we got them on beaver in certain counties, so, but not very many. Not very many. Ty, I used to use a lot of fish oil. Yeah, we'll see, Anthony. I've got a couple over-the-counter things that might be cheaper, though, but I'm sure a pint is not cheap either. Oh, yeah, Don, hold on. I'll do them for you right now. Let me get the springs compressed. I can show you how that works. The trigger's a little foobarred on this one. It needs to be moved over a little bit, but no, Don, I just take that rat stretcher, get my fingers around it so I can compress it, and I slide it in the jaws, just like so. Just like that. You can put it as deep as you want, as low as you want, whatever you want to do. And then when you put grass, you stuff grass in here, you fold it up and through this, and it forces a canopy over the top. Sure, I'm behind a little bit now. Yeah, Mahler, you're probably right. Gavin, I do pretty good here. I do pretty good. I think I had 1,030, so, or 1,079 last year. But yeah, Don, that's all it is. These go in the ground to about this level. I want 2-3 inches off the ground at least. I like them. I have had one person tell me that they didn't like them. And he's in here, believe it or not. But yeah, a lot of people like them. You can set these on inclines. You can set them however you want. I still have to anchor them. I still got a pogo on the end of them because they will pull this whole setup out of the ground. And this is 95% still on the raccoon. With another 3%, it's still in the dirt where the trail was. I think I lost like 4 of these last year out of, running 150, 200, 220s, only losing a handful. I feel like that's pretty good. So, but yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. Any other question on that, Don, at all, please? I'm happy to help. This one cross triggers on me. That's bad. You don't want that. That needs fixed. Good, Don. Yeah, let me know how you do, buddy. Yeah, Muller, I appreciate it. Yeah, I took home 1,079, so there's a few more in there too, but if I'm not putting them up, I don't count it. Okay, perfect, Don. Yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. I've got several people that have told me I did that back in the 80s and it worked phenomenal for me. Awesome. I don't know why anybody talked about it then if, they did it back then, but that's back then, I guess. Um, I actually just stumbled across it here probably about 10 years ago now. And I love it. It works phenomenal for me. But no, I'm starting to get stuff ready. Got all my dog proofs counted and depogoed. Still got to power wash and soak everything. But yeah, Anthony, Funky's has the rat stretchers too. He sells them just like this too. I think $2 a piece. Which I mean, you can probably find old rat stretchers at convention for $1.50 a piece, maybe even $1 a piece or less. But if you can't, Alan does have them too. Yeah, Ruger, I'll bet, man. We're pretty lucky to have it. No, Ty, in my eyes, I came up with it. I've had a lot of people since I started sharing it tell me they've done it before, and they're top trappers. I mean, they're some of the top trappers across the country, and maybe they have, maybe they haven't. I don't know, but I literally just I can't remember if I had a pile of these or a pile of 220s on the floor, and I threw these on top of the 220s or 220s on top of these, and it just felt just right. So I looked at it and I'm like, I wonder if that would work. And I started messing with it, and man, these things are phenomenal. There you go, Mahler. Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to have corn coming out quick. I didn't think it'd be this quick. If it's already coming out by you, that's insane. Absolutely don't tread on me. No problem, buddy. I'm going to be doing some fur handling videos this year, too. I'm going to really emphasize that a lot more. If not here, it'll be on the Iowa Trapper Association channel. We'll do a lot of stuff on there as well. But, Dan, actually, yes, I do have some number 4 coon stretchers. And I played with them on 330s. I didn't catch anything in them, but they held them just fine. I don't know if you'll be able to keep these afterwards. If you get them in deep water, they might, drift off. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you that one, but yeah, I've actually got. I'm glad you mentioned that, Dan, because I literally have a half dozen of them cut, and they work pretty well. You kind of have to bow them out a little bit, make them wider, so that tension holds the 330, because 330's got a little more weight to it, so you want a little more tension to them. Don't tread on me. Yeah, normally last year at that class, when I went down there, we did have skinning. This year I just forgot to save some raccoons to do, and I didn't have anybody that could help me by handing any out, so kind of sucked. But I learned something, you know. I'm gonna do better next year on that aspect. I think so too, Dan. That'd be pretty good. Uh, we'll see. Ruger, you still off work? I figured you'd be back to work by now. I'll tell you what. So at that trapping class that we did, I showed everybody how finger friendly a dog proof trap is, a brand new Duke. And I also showed them how deadly a 220 can be. I threw a little stick inside one of these. I've actually had one of the things I've got criticism for was, why would you show them that? Why would you want to scare them? It's not scaring them, it's educating them to show them how not terrible, but how deadly these can be. These are not a joke. These are not a toy. They're very effective and they have a great place on my line, but I did want every kid and parent to see how quick and how much damage these can do. So, got actually a pretty fair amount of heat for that too. The dog proofs, put my finger in there, pulled it, snapped it, showed them nothing hurt, it's perfectly fine. But I also snapped this on the board to show them the damage that it can do, because they need to know that. They really do. That's a very, very important thing. I don't want people to think like, oh yeah, like it can break your wrist. Yeah, this could probably break your forearm pretty easily on a normal adult. I don't blame you, Ruger. One more day is fine. Don't tread on me. Yeah, and that's what, this is something I would not, me personally, I would not feel comfortable with your boy out there by himself setting one of these. And that's why I want to talk about them and not necessarily promote them, but educate people on them and how efficient they are. But you have to be aware of how deadly they can be. You have to talk about it. Uh, I think a lot of people are pretty shocked when I snapped that on a stick and it went into that stick a solid both sides, a 1/4 inch indentation in this not rotten wood. It really messed it up. I've heard a lot of that, Don. I've heard a lot of that. Mauler, I'm jealous of that, buddy. I'm so jealous of that. Yeah, pest owner, and it's not. Exactly. You're 100% right. And that's why I wanted to show them the difference. I also wanted, to see that how friendly a dog proof can be. But I did talk about also how they're not dog proof, they're dog resistant, and I tried to educate them the best I could in my portion of that class. But I wanted to see and show these guys, when you snap one of these suckers, it's got some power. It's got some oomph behind it, and it's not a joke. Uh, and I wanted to make sure everybody in the class knew that, how awesome they are to use, but you got to use your head. Oof, Anthony, I've only been fully hit by a 220 once. I've been smacked by it once with the jaws coming down, but never caught except for once, and that was probably 8 or 9 years ago. So, knock on wood. But I love these freaking stretchers. I mean, I don't know why, but they're just kind of the cat's meow for me. I'll tell you what, Me nor Next Gen could hardly set these 120s that I have by hand because they don't go over the rivets in the middle of the jaws, so you have to compress it to it. You can't put it on like one on the bottom or the top of the jaws. That's a real pain. Yeah, exactly. Don't tread on me, and that's kind of the purpose of it. I really want to show people, you know, not intimidate them, but show them the power of those straps. Ooh, Ty, that's terrible. Yeah, Muller, that would make me nervous. That would make me nervous. Mm, scares me just thinking about it. But no, I'll mention it one more time if anybody's just jumping in here. Um, the description in this chat is, if you click on that link, it takes you to the Iowa Trapper Association um, page to join their membership. And I really want to encourage people to join the membership. If you click on that, there's a little window there that says, you have notes, or you can write something as you join, and tell them I sent you. I'm really thinking we can show people the power of social media, YouTube, Facebook, the positive influence it can have. Ruger sharing the link here, which I appreciate, buddy. I really do. Click on that and join. Say I sent you. Here in a couple weeks, I'm going to reach out to the secretary and say, hey, how many of those did we have? And I want to show that to the people that think social media is terrible, YouTube is terrible, and really, really stress of we need to jump on this train and guide it versus stand in front of the tracks. Yeah, Ruger, I'm proud of you, buddy. I really am, and I appreciate you doing that for me, bud. Means a lot, really does, bud. Oh, Anthony, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks, bud. I appreciate it, Don. Yeah, no, I can't believe it's 12:30. That's insane. Um, but yeah, no, I really think there's a serious growth and potential here for anybody that jumps on this bandwagon. You gotta obviously we gotta be careful with everything we do, and there's a lot of bad stuff out there. But man, the potential is huge here. And since it's now public knowledge, with me starting with a couple other individuals, the Iowa Trapper Association official YouTube channel, um, getting some good educational, bare basics, intermediate, and then some, entertainment with good catches and stuff coming up this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. Derek Skeleton, Down South Dirt Holes. How we doing? Ours starts November 4th. That's when we start. First check for me is going to be November 5th. I'm getting excited too, especially after being around Next Gen. That kid's on fire right now. His motivation and drive is just, it's phenomenal. It's awesome. Gotta get the shop cleaned up, get traps ready, and do some scouting, mapping, and we're ready to roll. Sounds easy, but that's probably about 4 weeks worth of work. I appreciate it, Eric. Yeah, we're gonna be hitting it pretty hard right out of the gate, really hard. So I'm pumped for it. I really am. Um, I really tell people that want numbers, if you're pushing for numbers, you're only as weak as your three things: equipment, as far as traps, freezers, a facility, whatever it is. Because it's not just traps, but you got to have a place to store fur, everything else. The ground, how much ground do you have? How much scouting? How much mapping? How much area? And then three, your drive. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? My biggest weakness this year is ground, and I've got to find more ground. Ruger, I heard that. I actually heard that. How'd it look for you, bud? Oh yeah, Flintlock. I'm gonna have to. I have to add new ground just to be able to hit what I'm wanting to. I'm gonna be adding hopefully another county to it if everything works out well. Because I got you. That's my biggest weakness right now is ground. I run out of ground. Last year's videos, if you watched, I had to go back through late season trying to catch up, kind of the scragglers, and I was almost worried about over trapping an area. This year, it's just I got to find more ground so I can hit fresh ground everywhere I go. All right, Dan, you take care, buddy. Thanks for stopping in, man. Much appreciated, and you have a good night, sir. Tell Judith I said hi, bud. We probably should wrap it up too. I got roofing to do tomorrow. Still got blackjack all over my hands. Need to take a shower. Been a long day. Been a long day. Tomorrow's gonna be even longer. I hope you do don't shred me. I really do. Don, what I'm learning, so what I tell people, this actually got brought up in the class that I was working on. Had a couple people ask me, when do you start looking for trails? And if I'm looking kind of a broad area, right now, if I'm driving roads, I'm looking for that corn and timber to timber location because the trails will be there. I know that. They might not be there now, but they'll be there. I'm not scouting and mapping the individual trail until as close as I can to pre-staking late October. It's one of those things. Ruger, but it's early. It is really, really early. Really early. Like crazy early. Especially where you're at. I mean, those trails probably won't pop. Our trails won't pop until October 15th, October 20th. We need a good frost on the ground first to kill the grass. Then those trails pop. It never fails, even when I've got it mapped out or even when I've pre-staked something, I'll find trails come set day in November that I didn't see before because they didn't pop yet. Right, Don, exactly. Really, for me, yeah, pre-staking time is a phenomenal time to find trails. But for me, I have to find it beforehand because it's going to take me almost as much work to pre-stake as actually trekking traps. When I was younger and didn't have the equipment I do, okay, yeah, I could pre-stake, the Saturday before season. But now it's going to take me every bit of my 6 days off to get everything pre-staked I want to. So I'm going to work just as hard then as I am trapping. And on top of that, the Saturday that I normally would be pre-staking, I am in charge of all the youth events in Bloomfield, Iowa, at the Backwater event. So anyone has kids or anything, wanting to learn trapping, Bloomfield, Iowa, it's late October. The Saturday, the 21st, 22nd, whatever it is, in October. There's going to be a lot of kids events, classes that I'm hosting all day. Should be a good time. I know, Flintlock, that blows me away. Oh, yeah, Ruger. Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, Ruger. Those gaps in the woven wire fence is where I'd be putting a cable shrink if I were you. Oh, there you go. Don't tread on me. I hope you get them, bud. Right, but if you keep them away from the fence, I think you'd be all right, wouldn't you? If you get them on that trail, you just keep it away from the fence. If possible. I don't know the situation, so I can't really say that, but that's my thoughts. No, Anthony. Yeah, I can't do that here. Can't even do that in Iowa. Nonetheless, Missouri. Missouri is a lot more strict than we are. Man, my jig here needs replaced. There's so much grease and fat on it. Yeah, I would look into it, buddy. I know, Don. A lot of people have. I've actually seen them for like some of these roads I'm on. Like, man, that's not just a gap in the fence. Like, that's cut perfectly. Like somebody cut that years ago. I should film that. There's a couple spots I need to film with that this year. Probably somebody did it back in the 80s even. I mean, 40 some years ago. But anyway, I appreciate it, guys. We're probably going to bail out of here. Flintlock, it has to be 5 feet from the fence. On public land, on the road right-of-ways anyway. Private ground, you can put it wherever you want to. But on public ground, or not public ground, but road right-of-ways, I have to keep that 220 5 feet from the fence. Don't tread on me. And actually, he's a Missourian. But anyway, thank you guys for the ones that joined tonight. I really appreciate it. I'm going to actually reach out to Christy tomorrow, our secretary, and see who all joined tonight. See what the number is. I'm intrigued. I'm going to push this for the next couple weeks and bring this up in Osage and see what happens. Hopefully we can get, 30, 40 people to join there over the course of the next couple weeks. That'd be phenomenal. That would be awesome. Yeah, Mauler, I'm headed that way too, buddy. I'll be roofing at sunup, so I need to get to bed. But I can't sleep at night. Probably some kind of insomnia or something. I don't know. Thanks, Ty. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in, Don, Anthony. I appreciate everybody stopping in here. Oh, I get it, Pest Owner. No problem, buddy. No problem. Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. I'm just trying to encourage everybody, $10 for a year membership. Anybody wants to, hop on that description that's in this chat. And, just to kind of show and prove the power of social media and the positive impact that we can have on things. So, but anyway, you take care. Don't tread on me. Awesome to hear from you again, brother. Everybody have a good night, and hopefully we'll catch you here with Next Gen at some point. Just didn't work out tonight. Kind of rough day at home. Wife was pretty upset with work, so didn't get out here till late. Well after Next Gen, want to be home. So, all right, y'all take care, and we'll catch you next time, guys. Thank you.